Thank you for your time. I want to move through a couple things here just in the few moments we have. What do you think the American people are going to learn from this today?
Well, we need to keep it on the facts. I think they're going to learn what President Trump's involvement was in the hush payments. I think they're going to learn about who directed Michael Cohen or encouraged him to lie to Congress. And I think Michael Cohen is going to come clean and just state the facts, and then the American people can decide about what was done.
Yeah. How do you trust him when you know this is a man who's 2 months away from prison?
Well, Bill, as you know, any prosecutor builds their case on people who aren't perfect and who have a shady past. So I'm not going to defend Michael Cohen. Obviously, he has made errors in the past and he has committed crimes. The question is he going to come clean? And that's not for me to judge. That's for people watching to judge. I think they'll be able to make an assessment. My sense is he wants to redeem himself. He wants to come clean. And I think the American people will give him a fair hearing.
I've read his statement. Let me get to it in a moment here. But there was just a short time ago, Congressman, when the commander-in-chief's out of the country negotiating on high-level things, including nuclear weapons, that all the criticism stops at the water's edge. That is not the case today. What changed?
Bill, actually, I have led an effort in the House to support the president in North Korea. I am rooting for him to succeed. I think the dialogue is a terrific step. We can separate the Cohen testimony, which is very, very serious, but I do believe every American should be rooting for the president's success in North Korea.
All right, well, that's one thing, but it's another thing when you have a split screen in 45 minutes. Why today? You could do this any other time, but why did you pick today, sir?
Well, the president picked going to Vietnam today. I've supported the president in the dialogue. The question is, we still have to do our constitutional responsibility. This has been scheduled with Michael Cohen many times. He's coming. We're going to be fair. We're going to ask him to tell his story, to lay out the facts. It's not going to be sensational. I don't care about sensational allegations against the president. I want him to just tell the facts. And the people in this country are capable of doing two things. We can support our president in his diplomacy overseas, but Congress can still exercise our responsibility of oversight.
Here is what Michael Cohen will say in part, okay, on screen.
Yes.
Questions have been raised about whether I know of direct evidence that Mr. Trump or his campaign colluded with Russia. I do not. I want to be clear, but I have my suspicions, he says, end quote. I've read through his statements. It is highly defamatory, as our audience is going to discover here when the hearing is underway. But what aspect of this is illegal?
Well, I wouldn't focus on the Russian part because Michael Cohen isn't testifying about Russia in our committee. That's for Mueller, and Mueller's report will be dispositive on that. What Michael Cohen is going to testify to is that the president provided him with illegal payments. While the president was in office, he was writing personal checks to Michael Cohen to cover up for hush money that Michael Cohen had paid. And that is concerning, that whether you're a supporter of President Trump, I mean, who thinks about this? The president of the United States?
And what the president's, I'm just trying to get all the points in here, sir. Just be patient with me. What Rudy Giuliani has argued is that he was trying to protect his own family, including his wife. What's wrong with that?
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, there are a lot of viewers who were very critical of John Edwards when John Edwards paid hush money. This is almost analogous. I mean, what the president did was paying hush money to keep something private and away from his wife, but it also had an impact on the campaign. And what's disturbing is, I mean, who is this? People are questioning Michael Cohen. Can you imagine the President of the United States is writing him checks out of his personal bank account and he's going to the Oval Office? That's not what you want in this country. And so my hope is that there will be people, even who are supporters of the president in terms of policy, who say this is demeaning to the office of the president, this was wrong, and there should be some consequences.
Okay, and no regrets about holding us today while the meeting continues with Chairman Kim. That's what I hear from you, correct?
Well, look, I've been, and you can read, even Breitbart News had an article, I've been one of the Democrats who have been supportive of the president's diplomacy in North Korea, and I'll continue to be that. I think we have to continue the work of oversight.